Hello everyone, welcome to Shelleyz Education Center. Today in our English class, I will give you all some short questions and answers from the poem Sita of Toru Dutt. These short questions are very important for BH, CBCS and MA students. Today, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe the channel for more updates. Stay with me till the end of the class. Toru Dutt was born in 1856 in Kolkata. Her father, Govin Chander Dutt, was also a poet. Her father converted her to Christianity when she was 6 years old. The family left for France and England and returned to Kolkata in 1873. She is one of the famous Indo-Anglian poets of the 19th century. She was influenced by British romantics. She wrote her poetry, novel, and stories both in French and English. Her life was a mix of joy and agony. Her best original works are Ancient Ballads and Legends of Hindusthan, from which the poem Sita has been extracted. She died at the age of 21. After her death, her best 2 books was published in 1982. The only book published during her lifetime was a Sheat Gleaned in French Fields, which was a remarkable collection of translation from French. Now, the important short questions. Who is the poem about? The mythological character Sita, the wife of Lord Rama. How many children have listened to the story? 3. Who dwells in peace in the forest? Valmiki. What is the color of the swans which are seen gliding in the lake? White. Who is the narrator of the story? The poet's mother. Who is the fair lady mentioned in the poem? Sita, the wife of Lord Rama. Who is the poet anchorite referred in the poem? Valmiki. What prevents the sunlight from entering the place? The dense forest. Name the birds and animals mentioned in the poem: white swans, peacocks, and deer. Where are the children sitting? In a darkened room. Whose heads are bowed in sorrow? On listening to the sad story of Sita, the heads of the poet, her brother and sister are bowed in sorrow. Why are the children weeping? To hear the sad story of Sita in exile in the hermitage of Valmiki. Why was the forest so dark and dense? Because there were a lot of tall trees growing there. Their leaves and branches formed a canopy through which the sunlight could not pass. So it was dark in the forest. What mythic past does Toru Dutt try to bring out in her poem? The story of Sita's life of grief and sorrow during her exile in Valmiki's hermitage. Sita suffers a lot in exile, being spurned by her husband Lord Rama. What does the poet remember when she listens to the story? She remembers the past happy moments of her childhood when she, along with her brother Abju and sister Aru, would listen to stories from her mother. How was the hermitage where Sita is living? The hermitage was in a dense forest where sunbeam could not enter. What does the poet long for? The poet longs for those past happy days of her childhood when she, along with her brother and sister, would listen to her mother telling them the story of Sita. What song does the mother sing? What was the effect of it on the children? The mother sings the song describing Sita's life of pain and sorrow during the time of her exile in a dense forest. The sorrow of Sita's life has deeply touched the children. They can see the Valmiki's hermitage where Sita was exiled through the eyes of their mind. They feel sorry for Sita and tears roll down their eyes. They dreamt of it the whole night after the mother has finished telling the story. Give contemporary English words for rest and eventide. Before and evening. What is the poem Sita about? The poem is about 3 little children who become sad after listening the story of Sita's second exile from their mother. Through this poem, Toru Dutt alludes to her own childhood when her mother used to tell such mythical stories. These are for the day, and I believe you all were there till the end of the class and liked the class. Leave me with your comment if you liked the class. Please like, share and subscribe the channel. Press the bell icon for all further notifications. Meet you all on my next class. Thank you.